guys, welcome to
Sam
and Joe versus the world. This is our first segment.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited as well. We decided to do this because Sam and I, when we get together, we create some beautiful moments that need to be on the internet.
We're both pretty savage people, but when the two of us are together, it gets worse because either we're making fun of each other or we're absolutely destroying some poor soul who was not ready for us to be there that day.
Yes. So one segment I sent in a group chat, I was like, what if it was just me going off on random tabloid news? Because I can't stand the news nowadays. I'm so far from everything. I'm like disconnected from it. But then I was like, it'd be even better if Sam was on it. It would just get out of hand. It'd be great.
Yes, because I don't keep up with celebrity news anyway, so all of this is new to me.
Yeah. So what we're gonna try and do is we're just gonna pull up like E! News and TMZ, scroll through some articles, and you guys just get to watch the reactions. And I think it's gonna be pretty fabulous. I hope you guys enjoy it.
It'll be beautiful.
Let's get it popping.
Yes.
All right. First off, I'm gonna get this out of the way. There's a lot of news about Mac Miller, R.I.P. Much respect to him and his family.
It's too soon for me to make any jokes about him, so we'll refrain from doing that.
All right. The first one is Cardi B and Nicki Minaj get into a fight during Fashion Week.
That's exactly where I would expect them to get into a fight, and it's amazing. I'm waiting for an actual boxing match because I would be down for that. I'm wondering which one of them will have their fake boobs popped first during a physical fight. Or will both of them avoid it because it's a mutually assured destruction. Neither of them aim for the boobs.
Are you Team Cardi B or Team Nicki Minaj? Because as a kid, when it was like Nicki Minaj and Drake and Lil Wayne, I'd be like, yo, I'm on Team Nicki Minaj. Nowadays, I'm like, Cardi B's just such a happy person. How could you not be on Team Cardi B?
Cardi B is ridiculous. I can't watch interviews with her because the way that she talks, I can't keep up with it. Yeah, oh my gosh. She drives me crazy. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I think that it's great. It's part of her personality, and it's part of what makes her so popular. I can't do it, though, because I'm watching it, and it's just frustrating me. Honestly, it was one of those things where, like, Nicki Minaj was, like, the queen of hip-hop for a while. And then there was nobody else to stand up to her, so she got lazy. And then Cardi B came out of nowhere and was like, I'm the queen. And then Nicki Minaj came back and was like, oh, hold up. And then she like started doing actual good stuff on features and her independent stuff. Like, it actually started getting good again. So it's hard for me because Cardi B will drop stuff and it's catchy and it's like you like listening to it. Nicki Minaj though will like wreck somebody. Yeah. Nicki Minaj will wreck someone, which is hilarious to me. She'll just absolutely destroy someone lyrically. So I think it's great. I haven't picked a side yet. I just like to watch with a thing of popcorn and just enjoy the show.
So 2008 Joe, Nicki Minaj. 2018 Joe, definitely Cardi B.
That 10-year difference means a lot.
Yeah. So she's just so positive, and you can't how do you be against her? Like,
right.
You can make fun of her all you want, but she's just so positive, so fun. Like, I can't be bad.
Like, everyone that's met her loves her, as far as I've heard.
And she just seems to be her genuine self. Like,
100%. She never pretends to be someone she's not.
And Nicki Minaj's last project was no, I was just not. And then she's getting at Travis Scott and all these other people. I follow hip hop pretty heavily, so I'm just like, dude, why is she crying? Like, she had her run. It's time for somebody else to have a run. Like, I don't know. It's just super salty, and that's what fully pushed me over the side of Team Cardi B. I was like, I've had enough of this. The diss track was cool. I'll give her that. But other than that, I was just like, once again, no 2008 triple threat. Drake and Lil Wayne, Nicki that I'm used to.
Right.
So, all right, yeah. So Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
Who we got next?
Who are some of these people?
I have no idea. So I'm trying to find a little bit of relevancy.
Wait, did that last one say something about Jennifer Gardner doing well? Well, Ben Affleck. Oh my gosh.
Okay, go ahead. I don't
Jennifer Gardner thriving as Ben Affleck spotted out. Are they officially divorced? Because I know there was some. I'm so sad about that split, by the way. I've been a fan of them since Daredevil, so I don't know if y'all remember, but there was a Daredevil movie before the Netflix show. It was like the mid 2000s. Ben Affleck was Daredevil. He wasn't as jacked as he is now. He was like thin muscle, or lean muscle rather. But like now he's like super jacked to play Batman. And Jennifer, yeah.
Oh, all right,
and then
that's
Jennifer
cool.
Garner was Elektra, which I didn't understand at all. But when they met, like they had great on-screen chemistry. They fell in love on the movie set, got married, and were together for like the longest time as far as celebrity marriages go. All of a sudden, this dude starts playing Batman, and now they're not together. Like, I don't know. And she's doing well movie-wise, and Ben Affleck is probably the worst Batman yet. The buffest Batman by far, but...
The viewers probably wondering why I'm just like giggling over here. I'm thinking about what you said about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
Oh man!
All right.
I'm so sad about that split. Still, that's the only celebrity news I care about. It's what Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck are doing. Who the heck is that? Never mind. I don't care.
Yeah, no. Some of these I'm just gonna. This one was not as good as TMZ. It was not... Okay. This one kind of went back on my hip hop thing. This one's called Untangling the Conspiracy Surrounding Tupac Shakur's Unsolved Murder. Let the man die.
I thought they solved it.
Stop talking about this. Like, really? It's how long it's been, but stop talking about it.
Was he murdered? Because I thought the conspiracy theory was that he's still alive in like Jamaica or something. Like,
yeah, it changes by the week, and whoever can get the most views on it.
Right.
And I'm over it. Stop. Let the man's legacy
they're
live
never
on
gonna
without you.
let him die. They're
I know.
gonna keep making holograms of him and have him perform in concert, and then production companies will make money off of him while he's dead, and his family will get nothing for it.
I hate that. I hate that they prostitute people out even after they're dead.
You know, you sign your soul away when you sign up with a production company.
It's terrible.
Like, yeah, here's
I
my
like- I like
cojones in
that.
this wooden box, and here's my soul in this vase, and you get to use me even after I die.
See, and I like both Tupac and Biggie. I have a Technicolor Biggie
It's real
like
nice.
profile shot canvas thing on my wall because I just love Biggie.
It's dope.
Noah Centino is the internet boyfriend you've been waiting for. Who the heck is Noah Centino?
I don't know, and I didn't know that I was waiting for an internet boyfriend.
Yeah, like, why is this a thing?
This is too specified. The whole thing with headlines is that you want to captivate your audience, but when you do a headline like that, you're really limiting yourself to basically teenage girls and gay men. So you're losing at least half of your audience because
This person's name
there's
is-
gay women and then straight men that are not going to click on this article now because they don't care. We're not going to click on it. Don't click on it.
Who's is it Tierney Bricker? So they probably been confused their whole life. Why? Because you can't tell if that's a guy or a girl's name.
It is a very gender neutral name. Their parents were forward thinking back in the 80s. Yeah,
Just
gonna throw that out.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't crap. I don't even know them, but
Well, that's part of the fun of this.
yeah, that's true. Grey's Anatomy adds a new gay male surgeon, so this is great. Way to go, Grey's Anatomy, trying to be proactive about the gay community and act like you care. Congratulations, Grey's Anatomy.
It's just about pandering to audiences because you
Because you feel
want
like you have
people's vote of approval. Unless it pushes the storyline. I didn't even know Grey's Anatomy was still a thing.
Yeah, dude, I
thought
don't either. They
I thought it
clearly
ended
gotta
because they killed the main doctor guy that everyone loved.
to, they're doing some stuff.
Oh, the show's tanking because they killed the guy that everyone loves. So they're like, let's bring a gay Asian dude in. That'll for sure boost our ratings.
That's quite a bit of diversity in one
That
person.
is.
So that was very well planned.
The only way that
Grey's
they could make it more diverse if he was
Well
a
played.
gay Jewish Asian man, transgender.
Anatomy. Okay.
That's just amazing all the way around. My whole thing with Grey's Anatomy is that actual surgeons and people in the medical field are everything is wrong about this show. It's the least accurate show from what I've heard. So it's literally
That's why you
just
work
for
in
the
a
drama.
hospital, so.
Yeah, I did used to, and so it's just funny. They're like, this is so inaccurate, and I'm like, it's a good thing I've never watched it then because that would be annoying.
Mm.
There's no love in the medical field. It's just all blood and urine and feces.
Ugh, nice quality.
Yeah, it's not good for a drama.
Post Malone involved in a car crash weeks after emergency plane landing. Post Malone has dodged death twice within, like, I think the last 2 weeks.
Was he driving the plane too?
No, he was driving the plane too. But that's the way it kind of reads out.
It sounds like he's just a really bad driver. Like he was trying to. I could totally see Post Malone just like walking into the cabin of the plane and being like, "Hey, yo, pilots, can I pilot this?" And then being like, "Yo, this is Post Malone," and just handing him the freaking stick and just letting him go. And then they're like, "Oh, we're about to crash." And Post Malone's like, "Nah, I got it," because he's so chill. He just like emergency lands it. It's half a crash, half a cool like skid move. He's freaking
Post Malone, the action hero.
He's doing a Tokyo drift in the freaking runway. No, Post Malone is great. He's like the chillest dude ever.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that he survived both, because they say if you're in a car crash, you gotta relax your body so you don't like break bones and stuff. Yeah. So I could just see him being like, "Oh, we about to crash," and just surviving it that way. Like,
well, he's either really high or really drunk to the point where his body could take
constantly.
it.
Yeah.
He literally hires somebody to like give him beer bongs all day.
I thought you were going to say he hires someone to make sure that he like gets places, like a babysitter.
No. Like, like he pays somebody like $60K a year just to do a beer bong with him. Like he's sponsored by Bud Light, and like I was watching like a documentary.
Yeah, he's got a fridge. He's got a Bud Light fridge.
This dude gets paid to just do that for him all year long. Like that's fantastic.
I need a job with Post Malone.
Yeah, Post Malone's
I'll do something. I'll just sit there and laugh at your jokes, man. I'm good at that. If you pay me like $40,000 a year, I'm down for it.
Yeah, and I get to just hang out with him.
Just give me a sleeping bag in the basement or something. I'm down for it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What kind of car was he driving? I'd be interested to know. Was
Something like retro.
Was it a Honda Civic or a Wraith? Because there's a huge difference there.
Well, in his song, he has the purple Wraith, I believe.
That's dope. I hope he didn't wreck the purple Wraith.
Also, really Post Malone, I want to see you live, man, until you make country music.
I could straight up see him, like, he's driving Dodge Dakota back when Dodge trucks were called Dodge trucks. And he's just, like, whipping around. It's got... Dodge Dakotas are known for the rusted wheel wells. He's just got them rotted straight out. And he's blasting folk music while drinking a Bud Light while driving. Wrecks this thing, wraps it around a pole, Paul Walker style, and just walks out of the truck like nothing happened. He's like, "Dang, I don't know what happened over there." And everyone's just like, obviously he wasn't driving that piece of crap. He's got a purple Wraith. He wasn't driving that, and just gets away with the whole thing.
The purple Wraith has to be like the epitome of you're a gangster.
Yeah.
Like you're like the biggest pimp ever.
Everyone talks about a Wraith.
Purple Wraith. All I want is a Wraith. You hear that in like a lot of trap songs. But
everyone talks about a Wraith. So if you're driving a purple Wraith, you are like a real G.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna switch over to some TMZ now. Okay.
You be the judge. Yeah, we will.
Kanye West orders reporter out of fashion show event.
I love Kanye West. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't listen to his music. I love him as a person. Like, I would watch a documentary about his life if the documentary had nothing to do with music. Like, I would still be super interested. I would be more interested in that. This is the dude that was like on a show. He's like, "I don't like the way the paparazzi talks to me and my family," because that's how he talks now. And then they cut to a clip where they're like, "Good morning, Mr. West," and he's like, "Shut the F up and leave me alone. Get out my face." Like, he's just mad at them and they're being so polite to him. Like, that's why I think he's great. Or like Kevin Hart talking about, yeah, I went over to Kanye West's house, and when I got there, he was listening to his own album, and he's like, shh, this is my favorite part. And just rocking out to his own music. Like, this dude is just the perfect blend of narcissism and money. Like... It would be amazing just to spend like a day with Kanye West and just see everything that he does. I love the picture of him carrying a MacBook, like he's got a Pop-Tart in his hand, like he's just holding it by the corner, walking around, like he doesn't care if he drops his MacBook because he'll just get another one, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's insane. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna marry Kim Kardashian, I don't care." Like, he does whatever he wants, and it's amazing. So the fact that he could just be like, "Yeah, all the paparazzi and the reporters, they gotta leave this event," and everyone's just like, Kanye West said that you gotta leave this event, so obviously the reporters have to leave. Like, that's dope. That's a lot of pushing power to have.
I was watching an interview of him earlier this week on like one of the Chicago radio stations because apparently he's moving back to Chicago.
Yeah.
But how he was like referencing how he wore he was telling the people he was sorry because he didn't know how they would feel about him wearing the Make America Great Again hat. And then in addition to him saying slavery was a choice and how he's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know how to make you feel. I'm like, bro, you tell me
apologize.
like, you tell me you didn't think about that at all? Or he's really just that like on top of the world, like he just doesn't care.
No, he is literally so on top of the world that he doesn't think about what other people will think about what he says. He'll just say whatever he's feeling like, which I respect that. I don't respect him apologizing about it afterwards. Stand behind what you say. Just be like, yeah, that's what I think. And if people have a problem, then they have a problem. But I think it's hilarious. Like, no one would have expected Kanye West to just come out of nowhere and be like, yeah, make America great again. I love Trump. Like, that's crazy. Like, honestly, that's insane.
Well, one thing he's known for is like, before anytime he drops any kind of music, he always has some crazy antic that goes behind it.
Right.
So like he was gonna drop Yay. America Great Again, Slavery Was a Choice. Bang! Gets the whole world pissed off. Here's
That's
my new
publicity.
album, guys, on mental health. Like, he's really, it was kind of smart.
It's a great marketing
Yeah.
technique.
That's why there's a reason why there's like a whole Harvard class on him. Like,
He's like, all right, so I'm going to get everyone talking about me and then release my album because then everyone's thinking about me and will probably buy my album, which is, it's crazy. It's crazy good because there's people that are behind Kanye. Like, he has every right to have his own opinions and you can't tell him how to think. And Kanye West is like, yeah.
Oh my God. This next one is my favorite. Kodak Black. Watch Me Grow Crazy. So, I don't know why. When Kodak Black first hit the scene, I was like, this kid looks like he should be on the short bus. And then, over time, I finally started listening to some of his music. And I was like, it's just mad catchy. It's just like, yeah, the one for me. You can't really understand it, but it's catchy. Just
the mumble rap. Catchy mumble rap.
Yeah, it's just catchy. And I was like super anti that, but he's just super funny. Like, you see this dude in his hair and his face tats and his eyes. He always looks like he's just drugged out, just spazzing out on people.
He probably is.
He probably is. And this video is fantastic. Like, if I could show it, I would. But he literally gets out of a club and he starts jumping around. He's like, I'm the realest street dude there is. I'm the realest street dude there is.
Okay.
Name somebody in the industry that's better than me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And he's just being super ignorant.
That.
His pants are literally off, pretty much. And he's just jumping around. And there's like 18 people in Hollywood just like...
Oh yeah, his pants are down pretty low.
But they don't even look
better than me. Name someone better than me. I love that.
And he just keeps going off. And it's
like,
just fantastic.
mute it and press play so that I can see part of it at least.
Let's see.
Because I don't know what he's gonna say, so I don't want to say play with the volume on.
Let's see. Hold on. I think the volume's already down.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, he's so short too.
Yeah, dude. You realize he's like bad short now too.
He looks like he's having a great time though. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah, he does look. He started going to school and stuff, so he's doing some positive things for his life. He's out of jail.
Oh well, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Nobel can save him at this point. I like how there's definitely someone trying to get him into a car right now, but instead he's just like hopping into traffic and talking to the cell phones. Like he's just there. He's there to party. They're like, no, Mr. Black, we need you to get in the Escalade, please. And he's like,
yeah,
nah,
you can see his manager chasing him.
They're chasing him around. Everyone else just has cell phones out, and he's like, this is it. This is me.
We might have to add it so people can understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, it would be great. Just even without the sound on, have him in the corner hopping around. That's hilarious.
But somebody's like, please decipher what he's saying, because he's just saying all these street terms. He's like, I'll put him to the flow, and all this other stuff.
I love anytime that like hood lingo comes into stuff and you have a bunch of people that are like, I want to understand the joke, please just translate it for me.
Urban Dictionary, people.
Yeah.
Urban Dictionary.
I used to have the Urban Dictionary app, and they have a word of the day, and that's
Were you one of the people where people like trusted you to know certain urban slang, like, of your lighter skinned friends? Like,
sometimes, yeah, they did.
I feel like they'd ask you. I know some people would ask me, and I'm not like that hood or anything.
No.
Like that, but I can tell them most stuff.
Yeah, Joe's like from the boonies, but because he's Hispanic, people are like, oh, can you tell me what this hood term means? And it's like, I mean, I guess.
But yeah.
I pay attention to the internet. Do you pay attention to the internet? It's not because I'm from the hood, because I'm not. Like, he's from the boonies, I'm from the suburbs, but like, we pay attention to what's going on.
Can you pass me that coffee?
Yeah, of course. How do I pick this up?
That's
Is
right
this
there.
safe?
Yeah, that's it. So you don't burn your hand.
I ain't gonna burn my hand. It's strong.
Let's see what's next. Oh, this one.
Strangling kidnapping assault.
Is this like a good topic or no?
Boston Celtics guard Jabari Bird arrested for strangling, kidnapping, and assault. So, when you say strangling before kidnapping, it leads me to assume that no one died in this instance. But I mean, maybe that's what she's into. Why are you being so judgmental of what's going on here?
We don't have the whole story, is what you're saying?
Yeah. With that, I want to hear his side of the story before I start judging this man. Because, I mean, maybe he's an okay person. They picked, like, the meanest shot of his face.
Picture.
But it's based on the sweat on his face. This is the middle of a basketball game. So, like, he is in the zone. He is focused. You're not going to be smiling while on the court. I mean, you like what you do, but it's competitive. So you're going to look like you're in the middle of a competition. So they pick, like, the most intimidating picture of this man to put on there. I want to hear his side of the story before I start judging him.
Definitely. Oh, this is great. Chad Ochocinco. I'm training to be an MLS goalie.
I love
Dead butt serious.
I like that he literally changed his name to Ochocinco, and I'm pretty sure that when he switched teams, I don't know what team he switched to, but they made sure like not to give him that number just to mess with him, which I think is hilarious because that's exactly what I would do if I owned a football team.
Mm-hmm.
What is MLS?
Major League Soccer. So it's not even like FIFA. It's like it's the U.S. like Major League Soccer.
Oh.
So Ochocinco, man, I want to have more respect for you, but I can't. Because you were a great wide receiver at one point, and you should have just stopped there.
Like,
but then you started like going
now?
on all these rants and crap, and now you're trying to be an MLS goalie. Like just stop. Stop.
How old is he? I feel like so out of all the
Should look this up.
yeah,
I'll look it up.
yeah, definitely. Out of all the positions to play on a soccer team, I feel like goalie involves the least amount of running, which is great if you're getting up there in age and you're not as fast as the rest of these guys. I don't know how fast he is. Maybe he's great. I don't watch a lot of sports, but you know, wide receiver. I know he can sprint well, but I'm not sure if he's going to be standing out there like keeping up with the rest of them.
He's 40 years old.
He's 40 years old.
No.
Just retire. You got money. Like I wouldn't do sports anymore if I was 40, because the last thing you want to do is get injured, and like after 30, 40 years old, your body doesn't heal the same way anymore. So you like break a knee, you got a bad knee for the rest of your life now. Like if you're 25 and you break your knee, maybe you'll be okay.
Like goalies stop playing soccer around like 40, 45.
Yeah.
In Major League. And like those balls, they come at you like
fast.
Like 80 miles per hour
Yeah,
sometimes.
no, it's ridiculous.
You're ready to eat those, boy. Like that hits you in the face, that can knock you out.
I feel like people that have trained their whole lives to be soccer players
Yeah.
and then now are playing the game with him, they are going to try to knock him out with a soccer ball.
It's also, I always think it's disrespectful. Like, really, man?
Did you, the one football player who was like, yeah, if I trained for 6 months, I could crack the NHL. Like, people lost it.
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny because they're like...
She thinks he's just going to body everybody.
Because straight up, they were like, yeah, he's never, like, ice skated before in his life. He doesn't know how to ice skate. Like, he refuses to go out on the ice. But then he turns around and is just like, yeah, I could do it. You give me 6 months to train, I'll do it. That's hilarious. I love it. I love it when athletes from different sports are like, I could just do it. It's no big deal. It's totally fine. I could just do it when it's like a totally different ball game. Which is not the pun I intended to make, but it came out anyways.
So, this next one is about 90 Day Fiancé. Do you know anything about 90 Day Fiancé?
A little, just the tiniest bit.
Okay. So, my girlfriend and I, we were spending some time watching the show. We needed another show to watch during the winter. By the way, we're in New York. Winter lasts hella long. It's too long.
Winter lasts forever.
So 90 Day Fiancé is like where these people get together.
Winter lasts longer than these people's relationships.
Basically. And they get together and they have 90 days to get married. And a lot of these people are just getting married so they can get a green card or a visa to come to America. And
he was trying to get a different
it's
type
a lot
of green
easier.
card.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. I got you. We'll get to that in a second. But this one is like this ongoing thing about this guy who marries this very good-looking Russian woman, and like the whole relationship, you're wondering why it's happened, and it's like it's just so she can get her card, so she can live here.
The Russian girls want to come to America.
Most people
That's
think.
what I'm counting on.
So the guy who is dating her and then marries her gets 2.5 years for a weed bust. The guy is carrying 300 pounds of weed through Arizona. The whole time I was watching this show, I was wondering, how has this dude got all this money? And I'm like,
he's a drug dealer.
He's a huge drug dealer. That's what you find out. And like,
of course, he's got a Russian wife. Like that's what's up.
He would always give this
trying
girl,
to be a real gangster.
He would always give this girl like 3 or 4 kids. Like, hey, go buy yourself something nice. I'm like, yo, what is this man's job?
This dude's a realist. Honestly, that's more weed than I am a person. Like,
yeah, right.
That's a ridiculous. Like when I think about it, that's a ridiculous amount of weed. Like this dude was really pushing some weight. Really moving some weight. Just honestly, I'm gonna be 100% honest. Move to California, open a dispensary. You make like $1 million a year.
And like a quarter, no. Like it's ridiculous.
I'm thinking about when it first started. These people were making $1 million a year after they paid for everything. That was like their net income.
More than that, bro. I used to watch this thing called Weed Wars.
Yeah.
And it was like as it was becoming straight up, like really legit in California. Right. And these guys were like, oh man, we didn't know. Their store was like, oh man, I didn't know we had to pay taxes, man. So they're like,
because they're just potheads. They don't know business.
I don't know how we're about to get all this money. We only got like a month and a half to make $1 million. They made $1 million in a month and a half, dude. People were ready. So
honestly, there is no good reason for you to be. Sorry, got distracted there for a second. There is no good reason for you to get arrested for moving some weed anymore. Just move to a state where it's legal, and you'll make more bank than as an illegal drug dealer. Like, for real. So, this episode's main message, if you take anything away from this, is sell weed legally. You'll make way more money and won't face jail time, because you'll be paying taxes and the government will love you.
Yes. Also, Kanye West, if you do some antics in your life, it'll bring a lot of attention to you. You can sell a lot of product. That was another lesson we learned today. Combine those 2 lessons, you can become a millionaire. We're sure as heck not, because we don't believe in any of that crap. Peace.